When purchasing oxygen for any ozone therapy application, you need at least 90% purity rating for your oxygen. There are 3 ways of getting pure oxygen for ozone therapy. The first way is to purchase an oxygen concentrator. Oxygen concentrators work by extracting oxygen from the room and concentrating it down to pure oxygen. Most concentrators can generate 90 to 95% pure oxygen. All you need to do is plug it in and turn it on. You won't have to worry about refilling any tanks. It's important to ensure your unit is a low-flow oxygen concentrator. If you have a high-flow oxygen concentrator, typically within the range of 1 to 10 liters a minute, you will need an external low-flow regulator like the Precise RX. Low flows are needed to ensure enough contact time within the ozone generator to produce higher concentrations of ozone. It is also needed for all types of insufflation therapies. Promolife provides both low-flow oxygen concentrators and low-flow external flow regulators, with unlimited free technical support to get you started. The second way to get oxygen is by having a prescription for oxygen. This is usually referred to as medical oxygen, which comes from a tank with a 99% purity rating. Prescriptions can be hard to get and usually need an underlying condition that requires oxygen to get the tank filled. With any oxygen tank, you will need a pediatric low-flow regulator. Typically, oxygen regulators provided with medical tanks do not go below 1 liter per minute. Ozone therapy is most effective at rates between 1/32 liters per minute and 1 liter per minute. The third way is to get industrial oxygen tanks. Industrial oxygen is what welders use as their oxygen source. It carries the same 99% purity rating, but a prescription is not needed. If you go this route, there are several things to be aware of. Typically, industrial oxygen suppliers only want to fill tanks that they provide. This does vary, and by calling around, you may find some places in your area that will fill outside tanks. If the industrial oxygen supplier will fill outside tanks, check to see what types of tanks they will fill. The 2 common types of tanks are steel tanks and aluminum tanks. Some places will fill both. If you go the industrial oxygen route, the only additional piece of equipment you will need is a pediatric low-flow oxygen tank regulator. Promolife provides pediatric low-flow oxygen tank regulators for medical tanks and industrial oxygen tanks.